Hey everybody, OK Fixer here, and we're out to the gun range, and I'm bringing to you this machine. And I want to show you this simply because it's an oddball, okay? And it's made by Walther, and I know what you're saying, yeah, Walther is kind of odd. They are. I wanted to tell you though, this pistol here is the I have two pistols that never jam, and this is one of them. The other one is Russian. Both of my Rugers, I have a SCCY, and I also have a Taurus semi-automatic pistols, and they've all jammed. I'm not a big fan of semi-automatics, but I like revolvers better, but that's why I have more revolvers than I do automatics. But this has never jammed. Some of the features on this gun is a floating barrel, and it's also, if you unscrew that, it has the ability to put a can on the end of it, a silencer. I was going to bring, but then I thought, felony implications. Yeah, better not. You have to have a license to have one of those. So screwing an oil filter on the end of it and shooting a hole through it, that's a felony. You can't do that. You can screw an oil filter on the end of it as long as it's doesn't have a hole in the end of it. You can use it as a solvent trap. So a couple of features about this gun that I like is, one thing, it holds 17 rounds, 16 in a magazine and 1 in the pipe. And Walthers have a bad habit, and the bad habit they have is they have safeties, some of them ambidextrous, but they have safeties that up is dead. And every gun I've ever shot, every automatic that I've ever shot, semi-automatic, down was dead. All my guns, down was dead. I had another Walther gun. I gave it to my daughter because I didn't like the safety on it. Well, if you just have one gun, it's fine. But if you're shooting multiple guns, I like either no safety. This one has no safety, and I like them where down is dead. Also, the other weird thing about this gun is the trigger pull, and the trigger pull is very, very light. And that means if you have one in the pipe and you're carrying this and you just accidentally stroke this trigger, whoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, see, you could shoot your foot off. So this gun, I don't recommend it as a carry gun because you'd have to rack it first before you shot it, you know, unless you was really brave and kept one in the pipe, and I don't recommend doing that. So let's get to shooting this, and I also want to show you this Mag Lula too if you don't have one. Best way to find out if your gun is good is get some really crappy ammunition, okay, and run through it. Here's some Norinco 9 and or some of that Wolf or something that you have to double tap and jams and stuff. And if your gun eats this, more than likely it'll eat the fancy defensive ammunition. If you're using this as a defensive weapon, make sure and run your defensive ammunition through it also, because if it eats this and it doesn't eat your defensive ammunition, well, you know. But usually when it eats the crappy ammunition, it'll eat the fancy defensive. Okay, let's get shooting. Kind of wanted to show you this. Here's a double stack magazine, and this is what they call a Mag Lula, and has a little ring on it, and made in Israel, so it's blessed by God. How about that? It goes here, and I have it backwards. I have it backwards? No. Like this. You just drop your round in there, and then you take and get on the other one. Kind of handy. Yeah. And again, we're using this Norinco stuff, so if you get a gun that runs this, some of the stuff has hard primers, and casings aren't exactly. So, there you go. Keep going. If you've got sore fingers, or you can't do that very well, this really works. Here you go, 16, and we're going to put one in the pipe, and we'll have 17 rounds. We'll see what she does. Okay, so we have one in the pipe. Alright, and 16 in the magazine. Try on those circles down there. What's that all about? You get them all? I'm hitting it. That's it. So there you go. I just wanted to show you that, a quick little video. It's a good gun. It doesn't jam. The only thing I don't like about it is the trigger pull. It's just very light. See, watch it hammer. It's just almost nothing. It should go off. I don't know how you could carry that, because you'd have to rack that first before you used it, you know. And if you carried one in the pipe, how are you going to put that in your pants? You know, all you'd have to do is touch that trigger and it goes off. So cats and jammer guns, what are you going to do? Got a pick-a-knee rail down here too. Lots of room for a glove. Release is not ambidextrous, but I like it because it's left-handed. Kind of like that because it's on the left hand and I'm left-handed. The sights are nice. I was making pretty good hits out there, for me anyways. So, good gun, I guess. It doesn't jam, but it should have a safety. But if it had a safety up, it'd be dead. That's the whole thing about Walthers. So, yeah. Okay, I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later.